Just a sec. Oh, hey, love, it's you. Come on in. I'm Stacy, aka Riqochet Rose, and welcome to another Tarot and Oracle video for the month of April 2019. If you're interested in your own private reading, the details of that is underneath the description box. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I would love to see you again. And if you only plan on being here one time, at least hit that like button for me. All right, love, let's get on to your information for April of 2019. Now, before we get started with your tarot reading and oracle messages, I just wanted to share your horoscope from the Cosmopolitan magazine for the month of April 2019. And these horoscopes are by Jake Register. So Taurus, Aries season can be lonely for your sign, but luckily the planets of communication and relationships, Mercury and Venus, are currently in your chart zone of socializing, so you're not alone unless you choose to be. And rallying for those happy hours is worth it. Networking is big for you this month. You'll catch wind of career opportunities around the 10th, 12th, and 14th. So Taurus, these cards represent the beginning, middle, and end of your April 2019. So for the beginning, I pulled the Four of Wands in reverse. So this tells me that some of you Tauruses are feeling very uncertain about something. You may be thinking about starting something, but then when you do, you're like, well, I don't know because did I check this out first? Like, it's a lot of indecisive uncertainty here. But the middle part of April, for some of you, you may endure something. And for me, some of you already know this. Okay, usually the Three of Swords represents a third party, a heartbreak, but altogether a heartbreak because, you find out you're in a third party relationship if you didn't know, or if someone you're dealing with is still dealing with someone else. If you're not dealing with a relationship, of course, this can deal with business. You could have gone into business with someone and they're deciding to go elsewhere, or dealing with an enemy behind your back. It could be anything like that. Friendships, you just have to relate that to your situation. But for a lot of you, you will be dealing with some heartbreak, some sadness in the middle of April. However, at the end of April, it's going to lead into conflict because I did pull the Five of Wands. So if this is a situation that resonates with you, just know this is like a soft warning for you if you come to this video. So this can definitely turn around if just to kind of keep your emotions in balance. You can't control what people do to you, but you can control how you respond to it. It's normal to be sad. It's a human emotion, but it's abnormal to stay in that energy. And you don't want to stay in that energy and all of a sudden, boom, this conflict happens at the end of April. So just keep that in mind. So I love these oracle cards. I just purchased them, and they're called Affirmators, Love and Relationships. I purchased them off of Amazon, and it didn't look like they were really marketed as oracle cards. However, a lot of people use them as such, and I see why, because they've been very accurate for me. But anyway, Taurus, the cards that I pulled for you is Tact and Harmony. So the Tact card says, I speak and act with care, remembering that impulsive words or harsh tones can sometimes hurt others. If it feels like I'm walking on eggshells, I'll remind myself that those eggshells might actually be a shop full of china, and I might actually be a bull. Then I'll remind myself to stop mixing metaphors. These cards, the language on them, they're very funny. So yes, I think this is really speaking towards the situation of the heartbreak and sadness and the conflict that will come after that, towards the end of April. So your guides are informing you, have tact, think before you speak, don't add to the fire. The other card that came out, of course, would be harmony, to be balanced. And it says, I know in my heart when something is right. It feels easy and breezy, even though that sounds cheesy. So let me break that sentence down right there. That just means go with the, don't fight against the current. Okay, I got that from Abraham Hicks. Don't fight against the current, just go with the flow. With this in mind, I banish all stress, insecurity, and tedious work from my relationships. Then I invite harmonious relationships into my life and let them show up on their own time. Easy breezy, things are rarely punctual. So if there is something that you want out of a relationship with someone, or something that you want in general, this card is saying don't push. Do what you need to do on your part and let it be, okay? Because you can only decide what you want to do with yourself. You can't force that on anyone else. So remember to have some tact and remember to have that harmonious balance into your life. So these are your next set of oracle cards, and the first card you see here that says octopus, that comes from Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides by Stephen D. Farmer. And octopus says practice shape shifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms. So I think that this is actually advice to kind of help you through your sadness. Basically, get yourself together and maybe change some things about you to make you happy. The book says to become adept at shape shifting, it's necessary to remain flexible and resilient and be willing to practice different identities by altering your way of dressing, your hairstyle, your demeanor, and your mannerisms. Particularly focus on your body language and voice qualities. Experiment by making small changes in any of these aspects and watch what happens. You can also become skilled in modifying your aura, the energy field around you, by intentionally contracting and expanding it. When you practice these things, sometimes even your friends won't recognize you. You can even get so good at camouflage that you become invisible to others. Everyone has numerous personas through which they operate, and you're no different. It's a matter of being conscious of those personas and modifying them through the art of shape shifting. Just like actors do, study other people and notice their mannerisms, clothing styles, and how they walk and carry themselves. Observe animals and their behaviors and try to mimic them. Developing this ability can help you more readily adapt to various situations you encounter, thus enabling you to deal with them more effectively. Let yourself be an actor in your everyday life and have fun with it. Just remember who you are at the core. Your next card here is the Lady of the Lake, and this comes from the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle Cards by Colette Baron Reed. And the Lady of the Lake is a card of absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. And basically, this card is for when you get into a conflict, it's time to have courage. Face the truth of what it is. Is this person good for me? And is this person good enough to be in my life? Do they really care about me? Or is that just my rose-colored glasses trying to think they care about me and I know that they really don't? Or am I trying to mold this person into the person I want them to be? This card is asking you to have enough self-respect and love for yourself to look at the truth and not allow someone into your life to mentally abuse you. And it's asking you to basically take responsibilities for those things. So that's some things to think about for your month of April, Taurus. And your last card here is from the Power of Surrender cards by Judith Orloff, MD. And your card says, surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. Thank you so much for coming to see me today, and I do hope the messages help you. I hope you have subscribed because I would love to see you again. Take care, love.